Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Rebels, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will kick it away first. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Rebels offense will get the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Rebels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. The give from the gun. There he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first, you're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him, great job setting the physical tone, and they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's looking deep. And it's caught inside the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. 9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Coyotes 7, Texas State 0.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Bobcats offense will take the field for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play action game.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. It'll be third and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's third and goal from the 3. They'll try to power it in. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It is good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive.
Military stun! Military stun!
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On third down, going up top. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Punt is on its way. Hey, you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The give to the tailback. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the run, it's Riley. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team. You got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
To the air on second down. Still looking, on the move. Finds the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a cut, now he's loose. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. When you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bobcats. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Mace, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Power football with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his target down the middle. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. I think when you see those extra bodies.
Great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And the extra point is good. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got his man on the right.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling.
Intercepted, the defense has set him up. Got room on the return, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bobcats. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little... Oh, they block it. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas State, 23, Coyotes, 7.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
They'll try the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Rebels line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football there.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
The RPO, it's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And now on second down for this offense. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this.
Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll immediately call timeout. And the Bobcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pulls it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Texas State 30, Coyotes 7.
He'll bring it out. It's James. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Rebels will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Riley. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little.
Turning it on! And tackled there by the defense.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Lofts one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hits the crease. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run. A TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with. And on offense, you know this is four-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball, I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
There's the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And they can't make the play on third down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Never a doubt. Are forced to settle for 3.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. using his legs to buy some time. QB got it himself. There he goes. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. On the move is the 30. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Touchdown, Bobcats! And the beatdown has ensued.
That's #2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Texas State, 37, Coyotes.
He'll bring it out. It's Flowers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Rebels will punt this one away.
Returners, man, you just got to make one guy miss. You make the first dude miss, and then a lot of times it's off to the races. This guy is so dangerous in the open field, as he shows right there in the punt return touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Back to pass on second down. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for a gap. It's Riley. Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Bobcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Bobcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback making checks. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pocket breaking down. Looking to scramble. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bobcats. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive going to the air. Rushes on him. Fires deep on the run. He's got it down the left side. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays.
Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Bobcats getting set on first and 10. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. And the defense jumps. They get that turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for the score! And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Bring in the heat. Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up. Lining
up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. With the clock running, this should be the final play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here.